Solar power is one of the most reliable ways to generate clean energy. But as many solar owners know, shading can be a real obstacle to getting the most out of your panels. In today's video, we'll be exploring practical ways to deal with shading, so you can maximize your system's efficiency and save more on energy costs. Even a small shadow on one panel can impact the whole system, significantly lowering your energy output. This happens because most traditional panels are connected in series, meaning if one panel is underperforming, the whole string can be affected. Luckily, there are several ways to minimize shading losses, each with its own benefits and costs. We'll break down 4 main solutions to shading: bypass diodes, microinverters, power optimizers, and advanced panel designs like half-cut or shingled cells. I'll walk you through each one and compare them to help you decide which solution might work best for your setup. Most traditional solar panels come with bypass diodes that allow groups of cells to bypass shading impacts. For example, a standard panel might divide cells into thirds, each with its own diode. If one section is shaded, the diode allows electricity to bypass it, reducing the loss but not eliminating it. Panels with just a few bypass diodes per panel are generally cost-effective, but they don't handle complex shading situations well. Some panels take bypassing further by improving the cell layout and increasing the number of bypass points. For example, SunPower Maxion panels and REC Alpha Series panels use special cell designs that limit shading losses and have enhanced bypass diodes built into each section. These panels are great for locations with some shading, but they do come with a higher price tag. For those who want to handle shading on a panel-by-panel basis, microinverters are an excellent solution. Microinverters, like the Enphase IQ7 series, convert power at the panel itself. So even if one panel is shaded, the others continue producing at full capacity. Microinverters are ideal for complex shading situations, especially if you have trees, chimneys, or nearby buildings casting partial shade on your array. Power optimizers like SolarEdge P370 are similar to microinverters in that they manage each panel individually. Instead of converting DC to AC at the panel, however, optimizers condition the DC power, sending optimized energy through a central inverter. This makes them slightly more affordable than microinverters and can be a good balance for those who want shading resilience without the higher cost of microinverters. Power optimizers are typically a better fit for grid-tied systems and work especially well in areas with mild to moderate shading. They're also compatible with many standard inverters, which makes them a flexible choice for upgrading existing setups. Another shading solution comes from panel design itself. Panels with half-cut cells or shingled cells split the solar cells into smaller sections, increasing the number of paths for electricity to flow. If one section is shaded, it doesn't impact the entire panel as much. Panels like LG Neon R and Canadian Solar Haiku use these configurations to reduce shading losses and can often be found in complete solar kits. You might be wondering, why not just put a bypass diode on every cell? Well, adding bypass diodes for each individual cell would make panels significantly more expensive and increase the risk of diode failure. The extra circuitry would also generate heat, which could reduce panel lifespan. So, while it's technically feasible, it's not currently practical for most residential and commercial setups. Here's a quick comparison to help you decide which option might be right for you. We have basic bypass diodes, high-efficiency panels, microinverters, power optimizers, and advanced panel designs. Each solution has its strengths and weaknesses depending on your specific shading needs, budget, and system goals. To make the best choice, start by assessing your property and identifying any potential shading issues. If shading is only minor, high-efficiency panels or basic optimizers might work well. For areas with more complex shading, you might benefit from microinverters or power optimizers. Check out the links in the description for all the products we discussed. Your purchases through these links help support the channel at no extra cost. So if you found this video helpful, consider using them to learn more about each solution. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on optimizing your solar power system, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and happy solarizing.